Hello, hello, hello. 4 minutes past 6. It's time for the advent of cyber. I should have everything set up. Day 16. Azure, everything is ready on the terminal. Let's go. I'm probably going to struggle today because I have no idea about this environment. But before I start rambling, let me see. Is it direct link? Are they given credential? Let's start this. Huh. What is this new thing? Join lab? Okay. This is unusual. What am I supposed to be? Okay. Open lab. It opens a different thing. All right. Do we need credentials? So if I click in there, cloud details. So I have 1 hour. Great. I also want 1 hour before I can do anything. So this is cool. Let's read the story first. Another day, another challenge, and unfortunately for Max Kitty, another intrusion in their Azure tenant. Before joining Max Kitty in her investigation, there is some catching up to do, and this is a story best told in rhyme. Ah, as Sukma's approach, so did the need to provide those without with something to read. Care for wear tried. They made it their mission, a gift for all wear, a Sukma's tradition. Maskidi logged on and felt some confusion, an alert saying here a detected intrusion. Inspection began as to what was at fault. It seems access was gained to Maskidi key vault. She checked and she checked as she had to be sure, but it hadn't been long since adopting Azure. Troubleshooting ensued. Idea had stabled, which would have been great if logs were enabled. With 3 hours slept and no record kept, Maskidi then knew what she needed to do. It's true that on her, it's true that on her, this town does depend, but to find what was wrong, she needed a friend. So clearing her throat and preparing her pitch, she picked up her phone and called up the glitch. Ha! I could rap. Ah, this is so cool. It was late too. Too late. Max Kitty eyelid felt as though they had dumbbells attached to them. The sun had long since waved goodbye to Wareville, and the crisp night air was creeping in through the window of Max Kitty's office. If only there were substance which would be both warm and wake her up. Once Max Kitty's brain cells had started functioning again, and remembered that coffee existed. Checking her watch, she was saddened to learn it was too late to get her a coffee from her favorite Wareville coffee house, Splunkin Donuts. The vending machine downstairs will have to do. Slipping her coffee, McSkitty immediately lit up and charged back into the office, ready to crack the case. However, as she entered, the glitch had an idea of his own. He had got it and he figured out an attack vector the user had likely taken. McSkitty took a seat next to the glitch and he began to walk it through. Learning objective. Learn about Azure and what it is and why it's used. Learn about Azure services like Azure Key Vault and Microsoft Entra ID. Learn about how to interact with Azure tenant using Azure Cloud Shell. I promise I don't know. I'm not familiar at all with this environment. Before diving into the glitch idea of the attacker's path, let's introduce some of the key concepts that will be covered in the process. We're going to start by introducing Azure. To do that, let's consider MaxKitty, why MaxKitty is using Azure in the first place. It all started when McSkitty role as the cybersecurity expert of Wareville really started to take off. Before she knew it, McSkitty was in very high demand and needed to create all kind of resources to help her organize her duty. These included a web application to handle appointment making, multiple machine running for investigations, and more machines running for evidence storing and analysis. McSkitty store hosted and managed all of these machines herself, that is on premises. This initially wasn't a massive issue because after all, she wasn't a corporation but just helping the citizens of Wareville with security matters. However, as time went on, Mask City ran into issue during peak time when she would receive many requests for help and therefore needed to process more evidence. All of this increased demand meant Max had to scale up her resources to handle the load. To put a long story short, this was a lot of hassle for Max. She wished there was a way for someone to handle her infrastructure on her behalf, especially when scaling up resources up during peak time and down when they resumed. That's when Azure come to her rescue. Azure is a cloud service provider, and CSP, others include Google Cloud and AWS, provide computing resources such as computing power on demand in a highly scalable fashion. In other words, Mike Skitty could instead have Azure manage her underlying infrastructure, scaling it in time of increased demand and decreasing it once traffic resumed to normal level. The best bit, Mike Skitty only had to pay for what she uses. Gone were the day of buying physical infrastructure to handle increased loads. It only for that infrastructure to go unused the majority of the time. Azure and cloud adoption in general boast many benefits beyond cost optimization. Azure also gave MaxKitty access to a lot of cloud services ranging from identity management to data ingestion. Quite frankly, there are more services that can be abbreviated in sentences as at the time of writing, there are over 200. These services can be used to build, deploy, and manage MaxKitty current infrastructure as well as give her the options to upgrade or build new application in the future, given the range of scalable services available. A couple of Azure services will come up during the glitch attack path. Let's take a look at them now. Azure Key Vault. Azure Key Vault is an Azure service that allows users to securely store and access secrets. This secret can be anything from API keys, certificate password, cryptographic keys, and more. Essentially, anything you want to keep safe away from the eyes of other and easily configure and restrict access to is what you want to store in Azure Key Vault. The secrets are stored in vaults, which are created by a vault owner. Vault owners have full access and control of the vault, including the ability to enable auditing so a record is kept of who accessed what secrets and grants permission for other users to have to access the vault, known as vault consumers. McSkitty used this service to store secrets related to evidence and has been entrusted to store some of Wareville's town secrets here. Microsoft Entra ID. McSkitty also needs a way to grant user access to our system and be able to secure and organize the access easily. So a Wareville town member could easily access or update their secret. Microsoft Entra ID, formerly known as Azure Active Directory, is Azure's solution. Entra ID is an identity and access management IAM service. In short, it has the information needed to access whether a user or application can access X resource. In the case of Wareville Town members, they made an Entra ID account and MySkitty assigned the appropriate permission to this account. With that covered, let's see what the glitch has come up with. Assumed breach scenario, which is the common case for pen testing. Um, lately, yeah, you just assume that somebody's already in your environment because with everything out there, you don't know if that's truly the case. So you rather go with that assumption than be like, oh, I'm secure and discover that everything is out there. Knowing that a potential breach had happened, MySkitty decided to conduct an assumed breach testing with their Azure tenant. The assumed breach scenario is a type of penetration testing setup in which an initial access or full hold is provided, mimicking a scenario in which the attacker has already established its access inside the internal network. Yep. In this setup, the mindset is to assess how far an attacker can go once they get inside your network, including all possible attack paths that could branch out from the defined starting point of intrusion. Connecting to the environment before moving, okay? Review the question card. We did that. Giving, okay? For this assumed breach, testing of Wareville's tenant, MaxKitty will provide valid credentials. To get the credentials, click the cloud details button below. Okay, we got credentials now. All right, so we need this. Okay, we're not gonna repeat the same error like yesterday. I didn't read. That's something I really have to correct. So lab, what value did I copy actually? Okay, just the thing. All right, this will be username right there, and then password. This is a bad practice. Don't do this. You're not supposed to be copying stuff like this in the clear just because, well, anybody that access your vault can see them. But because this is a challenge, I take the liberty of doing it. But yeah, don't do that. Don't save your password in clear. Absolutely not. So we got the credentials. To use a credential, click Open the Lab button in the environment. This will open the Azure portal login page, so kindly review the recently generated credential to authenticate. So, Open Lab, we did that. Kindly click Ask Letter button to proceed. All right, so let's use these credentials. We need the username, that would be this guy here. Paste it there. Boom, boom, boom. Enter the password. It should be this guy here. Sign in. Never save. Ask later. Stay signing. Yes. Okay, it's loading. We did that. Lastly, click cancel. When what? Click cancel button when prompted with the welcome to Azure banner. So we need to cancel you. Done. Got it. Leave me alone. Okay. Note, the Azure portal may default to your local language, so you may follow this step if you prefer to switch to English. That should be fine. Should be already in English. Yep. Okay, click on the settings. We don't care about that. Azure Cloud Shell. Azure Cloud Shell is a browser-based command line interface that provides developers and IT professionals a convenient and powerful way to manage Azure resources. It integrates both Bash and PowerShell environments, allowing users to execute scripts, manage Azure services, and run commands directly from their browser without needing local installation. Cloud Shell has built-in tools and pre-configured environment, including Azure CLI, Azure PowerShell, and popular development tools, making it an efficient solution for cloud management and automation tasks. Azure CLI. Azure CLI interface, command line interface, is a command line tool for managing and configuring Azure resources. The glitch relied heavily on this tool while reviewing the Wareville tenants. So let's use the same one while walking through the Azure attack path. So we need to open new. Okay, looks like the GCP. Which one are we using? Boom, boom, boom. As mentioned above, Azure CLI is part of the built-in tools. So go back to the portal and launch Azure Cloud Shell by clicking on the terminal icon shown below. Select Bash since we'll be executing. So yep, that's what I was looking for. Oh, come on. To get started, no storage account required, and choose az-subs-AOC for subscription. Okay. And cool. Do we have to VPN it? Oh, we're fine. Okay, we got that, we got that. So apply. All right, it's connecting to the terminal. How long does it take? Cool. Who am I? Oh, okay. Is that the same user? All right, that's the user. Cool. At this point, we are ready to execute Azure CLI commands in the Azure Cloud Shell. Note that the following commands are to be executed in the Azure Cloud Shell. Okay. AZ. Oh, that's what they use, huh? For Amazon is AWS. What is GCP? I forgot. Is it GCP? I forgot. You don't need to authenticate using AZ login as you have already been authenticated. You can confirm. Okay, let's see. Can we copy and paste here? We should be fine, right? All this command should work. Yeah, good. Data context, graph, Microsoft, okay, business phone, display name, that's my user. ID, I don't know what that is. Job title, I have no job title. Okay. Preferred surname, user principal name. Is it the same thing as we were logging in? AOC, yes. Okay, user principal name. All right, we got that. Going down the Azure rabbit hole. When the glitch got hold of initial account in Wareville's Azure tenant, he had no idea what was inside it. So he decided to enumerate first the existing users and group within the tenant. Okay. So this will be confirm you are logged in. It's like the is it like the GTS commands from AWS? I wonder. So what is this? Um intra ID enumeration. Is it that it is? Using the current account, let's start by listing all the users in the tenant. Note, this command might take a while depending on the amount of users available. So feel free to skip it. What do you mean I feel free to skip it? I want to know what it shows. Oh, shit. Control C. I still don't know how to copy. While you're looking at it, so AD user list. The Azure CLI typically uses the following command syntax: AZ group, subgroup, action, optional parameters. So which confirms what we already know. So let me put you somewhere here. Boom. I'm gonna also just because I need to see something right there. So you go here, right? Okay. Target group or services, AD, Azure. What am I looking? Given this, the command above can be broken down into target group of service, AD, target subgroup user, action, list, and we have no optional parameters. Okay, to see, we're gonna copy this as well, just because you may execute az dash ish or az. Okay. After executing the command, you might have been overwhelmed with the number of accounts listed. For better view, let's follow my skittish suggestion to only look for the account prepended with according WV user. What is WV? According to her, these accounts are more interesting than the other ones. To do this, we'll use the filter parameter and filter all accounts that start with blah blah blah. Okay, so why is there a dot? Oh, the dot is start with. All right. Filter for users starting with blah blah. We need it. I don't want to type here. I just want to do it like that. Boom. Right there. Cool. Okay. So did we get all the users? Oh, that's a lot. Oh, shoot. That's a lot of them. Are we supposed to do something about them? I'm probably going to keep the history at this point. Not you. We want the full command right there. So these are the most interesting users in Azure environment. Okay, cool. So we are going to do this. Okay. So for that one, we have alphaware, backupware. Are we going to have malware, firmware, freeware, hardware, all the wear, malware, of course, and Max Kitty. All right. You may observe that the usual parameter was set to a specific account output. One of the user has his password stored in one of the fields. Did I see that? Okay. Where do you see that password? Where was that password from? Backupware. So we're looking for backup. So this is hardware, malware, freeware, firmware, backupware. Oh, oh, this is a password. All right. We're gonna copy this because probably, oh shit, it's probably gonna come up and ask us about it. I'm pretty sure about that. So I'm just gonna copy you, copy, put it there. That's from this guy here. Copy that and boom, boom. Oh, come on. Nope. Ah, right there. And boom. I want you there. Good. All right. Um, mm-hmm. In one of the field. When the glitch saw this one, he immediately thought of it, thought it could be the first step taken by the intruder to gain access inside a tenant. However, he decided to continue the initial reconnaissance of users in group. Now let's continue by listing the groups. So we want this, and this means list groups right there. List groups. Where are you? Go on the end. Boom, right there. Oh, this is interesting. How many groups? How do I know? Description group for recovering Wareville secrets. Display name secret recovery group. Expiration, mail nickname, membership. Okay, security identifier. Do they use it as Windows? I wonder. Your nickname visibility is private. All right. Okay. Note, you may observe that we just changed the previous command from AZAD user list to AZAD group list. Yes, given the output, it can be seen that a group named secret recovery group exists. This is kind of an interesting group because of the description. So let's follow the white rabbit and list a member of this group. So we are listing the members of the group. So list members of a given group. It's just like PowerShell. Actually, it's kind of look like it, the syntax. So data type, business, display name, backup where, given name, no. Office location also has a secret there. Where where are the members? How do I see them? Okay, display name, no. Okay. Let me go back just to understand what they're saying. Given the previous output, it looks like everything make a little sense now. All of the previous commands seem to point to the double WV user backupware account. Since we've been seeing a potential set of credentials, let's jump to another user by clearing the current account session and logging in with the new account. So this will clear the account, clear account session, boom, and then AZ login. So login and AZCLI. Okay, login from AZCLI using credentials. So which credentials are we using? I assume is this person here. And so we need you. Let me copy you. Copy this and paste it there. This will be this guy here. I'm sure I have to escape that thing there, especially if I'm entering that's from the command line. And this will be the email. All right. Replace the values with the actual email and password of the newly discovered account. Yeah, it's important to take notes. That's all I'm going to say. Notes are useful because then instead of going chasing successful, okay, we successfully logged out. Now let's log in. See. Yes. Cool. Who am I? I'm still my same user. What do you mean I'm still the same user? I'm not, aren't I supposed? Hmm. Am I not supposed to have this changed? Let's see. Azure roles assignment. Since the use backupware account belongs to an interesting group, the glitch first hunch is to see whether sensitive or privileged role are assigned to the group. And his thought was, it doesn't make sense to name it like this if it can't do anything, right, Max Kitty? But before checking the assigned role, let's have a quick run through of Azure roles assignment. Azure roles assignments define the resources that each user or group can access. When a user is created via Entra ID, it cannot access any resources by default due to a lack of role. To grant access, an administrator must assign a role to let users view or manage specific resource. The privilege level in a role range from read-only to full control. Additionally, group members can inherit a role when assigned to a group. Returning to the Azure enumeration, let's see if a role is assigned to the secret group recovery. To the secret recovery group, we will be using dash dash all option to list all roles within the Azure subscription, and we will be using dash dash assignee option with the group ID to render only the ones related to our group ID. Okay, uh, that's a mouthful. I'm getting tired of reading. That's a lot of reading. What are we doing again with this? We want to list. Okay, this is list. This is list role assignments. Okay, did I pick up that group ID? Let's see here. Group ID right there. I think it's you. I would think so. Let me take this because copy that. And what was it? It was here. I need you here. And we also need this. Can we actually confirm? How do I confirm that this is the same exact? Like, how would I know? Replace with secret recovery group ID. Okay, I would assume that this is you. So let me just do this because I like having the template of the command and then the command filled out. So I know what I'm doing, or at least what it's supposed to look like right there. So it should be this and come up here, paste it. None? Okay. Okay. Why is my output different from your output? Let's see if a role is assigned. We will be using dash dash all to list all roles within the Azure subscription, and we'll be using the assignee option to run with the group ID to render only the one related to our target group. Okay, what is that secret recovery group? I don't have anything else, right? Group ID. Yeah, that's all I have here. Why is my output different from your output? And this time I read everything. Okay. Replace with. Yeah, I don't have anything else here related to that. Is it the same group? Okay. Can I take this? Let's see. Azure Cloud. I don't even know which one this is. Copy. Because I'm not familiar. So I just copy and paste everything I see that looks like an ID just to see if I get a different result. I have no idea. And once I figure that out, oh, wait, is that a tenant? Okay, what is a tenant ID? Did I say what a tenant? I remember reading about it. Okay, so it's not you. Do I have a tenant here? Find tenant. Okay, how many? I have 10 matches. Let's see. Okay, okay. All users in the tenant. I'm assuming that the tenant is just, wait. Well, we'll assume wherever else tenant. Okay. Is a tenant like, okay, another tenant. Is it like a entity? Is it like a given entity? So what ID, which ID exactly am I supposed to be looking for here? Ah, come on. Okay, so when we question the group, right, it was this group here. We didn't have anything else after that. It was that we recovered the secret. We had this ID. How many ID have I used actually? I need just to see them there so that I know exactly who was there, right? Oh wait, did I forget something in the other command? Did I? No, I did not. So what the heck am I missing here? ID 1DB blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. This is you were already there. So I didn't miss anything. Give me a break. Um hmm. Okay. AD group list member recovery. We had that. Where did I see the group member? ID. Hardware. Who were you? You were backup where? So backup where? What's your ID? 060. So is it you? That one didn't work. And then we went to enlisted groups. So if it's not you, then it has to be one of you, right? Like, what the heck? Copy. AD group list. So it was you. Let me just see it here. ID. Oh, maybe it's you. I missed this one. Let's see. Is it you here? 70. It's probably you. It's probably you. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Let's see. Nope. Okay. What is going on? What is going on? None of the group that I have are working. What are you talking about? What are we talking about here? I have no idea. What am I looking for? What idea are we talking about? We did that, we did that. We logged in. Okay. ID. I already tried the DDD. That didn't work. Tenant ID. Replace with secret recovery group ID. So secret recovery group ID, which is 1DB ending in 06C. That just returned nothing. So why is it returning nothing when you have cannot find user? Oh shit. Okay, now I'm confused here. Replace with secret recovery group ID. Secret recovery group ID. Where am I supposed to pick it up? 1 dB. I already have 1 dB, but my result is different from your results. What is going on? Yeah, empty. So this apparently, so this is the correct one. This is correct, but returns different results from the challenge. How about that? All right. I'm not sure what is going on here. Let me keep on reading, right? Before I go lose my mind. I'm gonna close you because I don't need you. Okay. Yeah, we got that. We logged out. So we are here. Yeah, I secret recovery group ID. Secret recovery group ID. Yeah, that's that group there. I don't have any other group ID here. I have none. So where is it? Where is it? I have no idea. I used all the groups I could think of because it says secret recovery group ID, which will be that guy there, this guy. So we're listing the members. Or maybe it's just a member. Okay, let me see here. What do we have in the groups? I use that one. I use this ID here. Yeah, which will make sense, right? Because this is the list of the groups. It will make sense to only to have it here. But I also use that 7D. D7 or 7D? Okay, let's see here. Let me take you and see if I wrote something wrong. Let me try again. I'm going to try you, put you there, and also do a dash dash all right there. Boom, copy. Oh, this is killing my time. Oh, that was the right one. Okay, so what is this guy? So this is probably, okay, I'm gonna cut you, right? I'm gonna cut you and I'm gonna come up here. So this is the user backware. This is the correct group from, what is that output again? This was the 80 group list. Okay, always go back, always review your track just to see what you missed, what you might have missed. Always, it's always good. Yeah. Conditions created by, delegated. Okay, ID, what are we looking for? Principal name, group, resource group, RG. Okay, role definition, key vault reader, so they can read the vault, and they can also use the vault. So I guess this is what we're looking at. Type, roles, assignment, and Microsoft authorization roles assignment. So they can read the vault and they can use the vault. Okay, we got that. We got that. Okay, you may retrieve. I didn't read everything. You know, I get better one day at a time. I didn't read everything. If I had read this, I wouldn't have lost time trying to figure out which ID it is. That's good. The output seems slightly overwhelming, but let's break it down. First, it can be seen that there are two entries in the output, which means two roles are assigned to the group. Based on the role definition name field, the two roles are key vault reader and key vault secret secrets user. Both entries have the same scope value, pointing to Microsoft Key Vault resource specifically on the Warevil's secrets vault. Yeah, right there. This will be the scope, and okay, I got you. Here's a definition of role based on Microsoft documentation. So we're gonna oh no 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 no. Give me the link. I want the link. Right there. Copy that. Delete this. And I just need you. Okay. Paste it there. Control E to go to the end. I don't need that part. We should be fine. Key Vault Reader. Read metadata of Key Vault and its certificate, keys, and secrets. Explanation. This role allows you to read metadata of Key Vault and certificate, key, and secrets. Cannot read sensitive values such as secret contents or key material. Key Vault Secret User. Read secrets content. Only works for key vaults that use the Azure's role-based access control permission model. This special role allows you to read the content of a key vault secret. After seeing both of these roles, my skitty immediately realized everything. The configuration allowed the attacker to access the sensitive data they were protecting. No, now that she knew this, she asked Glitch to confirm her assumption. Azure Key Vault. With Maxkitty guidance, the glitch is now tasked to verify if the current account, backupware, can access the sensitive data. Let's list the accessible key vault by executing the following command. So AZ key vault list. That's what we want. What do we want? What is it again? List. What are we listing? Uh, list accessible key vault. Okay, right there. So we're gonna paste it there. What do we have? Okay, tags. ID, names where the secret, resource group. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? RG. Why is your output different? Name, resource group, tags. My tags are empty. Why are my tags empty? Why? Okay. The location is East US, I guess that's what it is. The output above confirms the key vault discovered from the role assignments named Wareville secrets. Now let's see if secrets are stored in this key vault. Okay, we're gonna copy this. Um, see if secrets are stored in the key vault. Let's see. Okay, so we're listing the vault, the secrets, key vault, secret list, vault name, where the secrets. All right, I got you right there. Attributes created, enabled, expire, recovery, level recoverable plus purgeable account ID managed. Okay. I need to copy this to make sure I can read. Boom, boom, boom. Attribute. Oh, I probably need this as well, just because. Copy, come here and paste you there. All right, so blah, 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 ID. So I'm assuming we're gonna go here now and list this. I would think so. Let's see. Okay, we got that. After executing the commands, we confirm that the reader allow us to view the key vault metadata, specifically the list of key vaults and secret. Now, the only thing left to confirm is whether the current user can access the content of the discovered secrets with the key vault secret user. This can be done using the following command. Let's see. Let me read the following, the full command before I start. Okay, try to read the secret. Okay, what are we looking? Replace the value of the name of the secret name. So secret, I'm assuming this is a secret right there. Let's see. Copy, because this one is a path, right? Unauthorized. Yeah. Whatever. So this is a path to the vault. And this is a folder and this is a secret name. That will be my assumption based on vault that I know. Yes. HashiCorp vault. That's what I'm a little more familiar with. So we'll be there. And this is where's my mind? 1999. Okay. Bingo. The glitch is plain as it saw the output above. Mike Skitty had confirmed her nightmare that a regular user could escalate their way into the secrets or Wareville. With that, the glitch helped Mike Skitty to find the attack path that had been taken to escalate a user's privilege, and a lot had been learned in the process. Yes, I did learn a lot. The only question that remained who who had initially carried out the attack in the first place. There was a very limited set of wares who had access to this tenant, and with users visibility and with that set of permission, only town officials who perform governance validation on the tenant to ensure all the town secrets are being stored securely. The focus then turns to the motive. The only thing accessed was an access key stored in a key vault, which grant access to an evidence file stored elsewhere. The evidence in this file was in relation to recent cyber events this month in Wareville. We will have to keep our eyes peeled in the following days to get to the bottom of this. What was the password of the backware that was leaked? We go back to our notes. It was this guy here. So it should be you. Yes. What's the group ID of the secret recovery group? We spend way too much time on that to not think about it. So we're going to copy you right there. What's the name of the vault secret? The vault is not the value. So the name was AOC 2024. That'll be that there. And what is the content? Lost, where's my mind? 1999. Okay. Easy peasy. New environment. I didn't know about it, but it looks like all these provider, whether it's GCP or AWS or Azure, however people say it, they kind of have the same syntax, the same structure. So technically, if you know one, it looks like it's easy to find the other. The syntax might be different, but with once you know the help, once you know how to find help, it gets easier. So yeah, this was it for day 16 of the advent of cyber. Thank you very much for watching. This time I spent few less, uh, few less time than I thought I would, and I did my best to read everything. So I see you tomorrow for day 17. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.